I'm pretty sure he's bringing a laptop, but I will...
Officer Lou Munoz is helping to organize the first ever women's defense class at Westfield High School in Chantilly, Virginia.
A lot of these kids, they've never been away from home before.
Officer Munoz, an 18-year veteran of the Fairfax Police Department, is the Westfield High School resource officer. So when he heard from a female student that they wanted a defense course before leaving for college, he took it seriously and formed a class for senior girls.
And even if the kids aren't going away to school, I think they'll learn, if they just come out of this class with one or two things that they could use that can help keep them safe, then it's going to be a success.
And the importance for women, if not just for their confidence, is clear. Women and girls between the ages of 12 to 24 are at the greatest risk of experiencing a rape or a sexual assault. And 1 in 6 American women experienced an attempted or completed rape. So Officer Munoz and his colleagues at the Fairfax Police Department took the Westfield High students' request seriously.
The most obvious incident is the University of Virginia tragedy where the lacrosse player, she was murdered by her boyfriend. I think that kind of brought some things to light about violence or potential, violent situations that can happen at college campuses, but it could happen anywhere.
Amanda Durso is heading to the University of Virginia for college next school year. It was her initiative that prompted Officer Munoz to mobilize the defense class for senior girls.
I got accepted to college, so my dream school, I was really happy. And I went down and I visited as soon as possible. There was a lot of potential for bad opportunities. So I came back and I talked to the officer at our school and I asked him if we could have a class or something like that. And he was very receptive to a self-defense class for senior girls.
With chairs moved out of the way, today's first ever defense class for senior girls kicked off with a yell and instruction to combat a chokehold.
We want something that they can remember, something very basic, very easily. So we like to call stun and run, whereas you use the technique to hurt the person attacking you and it gives you the opportunity to run.
You are hitting with the fronts of your fingers, not your knuckles. You'll break your knuckles if you hit somebody with that. So what you're doing is pushing that up into the face of the bad guy.
The class is about making the young women aware of their situation and of the tools they already possess.
You're using your knees, just using the things that you have, like your body and your brain as your weapons.
No!
With a large focus on empowering the students to reach into their untapped physicality with the emphasis to give confidence to the young women, the trainers work with Amanda and the others on different techniques, with the ultimate goal to show that they aren't powerless.
Unfortunately, the way society forms is, women sometimes are portrayed as weak and we can't defend ourselves. And again, this gives them that opportunity to show it's okay, you can defend yourselves. You are mentally strong, you're physically strong, but we just have to bring it out in them. No!
Okay. Ready?
No!
And Amanda has found a favorite technique during the training.
Hitting the groin area, just because I think it's really effective. But if people are prepared for that, probably like the shin kick, because I think that would hurt a lot.
No! Ready? No!
Not only do the trainers work with the senior girls on defense techniques, but act out scenarios and ways to combat and even prevent situations which draw giggles from the girls, but can't help but leave the impression that they can be a force to be reckoned with. Which, as trainer, police officer, and mother Sabrina Ruck says, is the point of the course.
The program was developed years ago through police officers in Fairfax County. We came together and we spoke to the public to see what they wanted, to the women. The class is only offered to women, all ages. We had, young as 10 up to 80 years old. And we've trained, thousands of women during this course.
It makes the women more aware and realize that there are ways to avoid being victimized.
Definitely think it gives you more confidence, it gives you a better sense, you become more aware of your surroundings and everything and kind of be aware and you're not just thinking to yourself oh, that can't happen to me.
And with almost 30 girls showing up today after school, there is an interest from many young women at Westfield High School in basic self-defense skills.
I talked to a lot of junior girls and they were kind of upset that they weren't allowed to come to, so hopefully next year they'll have that opportunity.
For Amanda and the other young ladies taking the course today, it is as much about them realizing that they aren't defenseless and they can protect themselves from a male attacker.
A lot of girls I know are really smart, but I just want women in general to feel empowered.
Headbutt
There are plans to include juniors next year in the women's defense class. For now, these young women are heading to college with a new set of techniques.
Back a little bit.